iTunes, Amazon Music, Pandora, Last.fm. Nowadays, the most popular way of buying music is digitally. Customers prefer digital copy due to the fact that it's the fastest and easiest way to buy a song that you like. But what people don't know is that digital media is actually killing small business. According to Billboard, back in 1991, the number of chain music stores was about 9,500 in the US. By 2006, the number was down to 2,000 stores. In the years of 2004 and 2005, the amount of albums downloaded on digital stores went up 199%, while CDs acquisitions went down 8%. Nowadays, Apple's iTunes is selling over 30% of US music. It should be really hard to survive this digital era, but some brave music lovers are managing to survive and make a life with their very own independent music stores. During a sunny Friday afternoon, I visited Permanent Records in Los Angeles, a small music store that has managed to survive in such day and age.
Stick to the basics. We sell physical music media, and that's pretty much it. This store has somewhere between 5,000 and 7,500 LPs in the bins at any given time.
We're definitely music-centric, so almost everything we have here is music-related. We carry a few DVDs, but for the most part, we want to stick with vinyl records.
We only put stuff out for sale that we would actually purchase ourselves, both titles and condition.
How has the digital age affected your company?
It really didn't hurt us too much, and actually having the internet around helped us build our business pretty quickly. And we also developed into a online web store and a mail order. We've avoided the punch of the downloading craze and digital media and stuff is by focusing on vinyl almost exclusively. Vinyl is a completely different thing. It's got this tangibility aspect to it.
Collectability.
It sounds better, and it's much more collectible than anything digital ever will be.
You have to consider how many people talk about their MP3 collection versus how many people talk about their vinyl collection. I mean, it's drastically different.
Owning MP3s is not like owning your favorite album. There's something to be said for having your favorite record up on a shelf that you can pull down and pass around to the people that you're having over at your place.
Piracy is also one of the biggest monsters of this era. We also talked with an anonymous source who declared to be a vivid illegal downloader.
Do you prefer download music instead of buying the actual record?
Yes.
Do you illegally download music?
Yes, I illegally download music. I'm not saying that illegal downloading is the right thing to do, but I still don't think it really hurts people in the industry.
I think our store and every record store that has ever existed would be doing much better if we weren't competing with illegal downloads or digital media in general.
To show how piracy is affecting artists, our show got an exclusive statement from Grammy Award winner musician Chitãozinho from the Brazilian country duo Chitãozinho e Chororó. On the letter sent to our program, the musician says that nowadays 9% of the CD market is extinct in Brazil. And this fact made several local record labels to close its business, and even the big multinational record labels had to leave the country. A lot has changed for musicians. There's no more big contracts, and the artist only makes money with their concerts. The CD only exists to promote its music. Nowadays, a big artist only sells 10% of what he used to sell in the past, and record labels are still trying to learn how to deal with it. Back in the 80s, Chitãozinho e Chororó used to sell almost 2 million copies per album. Nowadays, their albums sell around 70,000 copies.
What do you see in the future of the record business?
I mean, I feel like vinyl's always going to be around.
Vinyl always has been around.
It's always been around. It's just whether or not you're a collector or not. I've always worked at shops where the collectors would come in and buy records. If you have them, people will buy them.
They surely sound very optimistic for a market that has been declared dead by Rolling Stone magazine.
You'll notice people on late night TV shows when bands perform and artists perform on David Letterman.
You'll see them
Instead of
holding-
holding up a CD version of their album, they'll generally have the LP version.
Band from Los Angeles, California, and this is their upcoming album entitled Here, and it'll be available on May 29th. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the program, Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
Back to Permanent Records, they told us a few secrets of how to boost up the business.
We have an in-house record label called Permanent Records.
What do you see in the future of music stores?
If it's something that's especially rare that someone out there in the world like wouldn't have been able to hear otherwise, I think it's pretty great that they can actually hear something in the comfort of their own homes, especially if there's no way to even pay for it. Because there's recordings out there that just aren't available through iTunes or any legitimate, digital service, or on CD, and sometimes the vinyl is super rare and really valuable or expensive if it exists at all. In most cases, that the artists involved would agree that they would rather have people hear their music than not hear it at all.
And I don't even care if you download it illegally and give it to your friends. I really don't care. I love that people hear the music and come out and see us play live.
And
we do what we love. We know we're not going to get rich doing it, and that's not why we're doing it. Days zip by here, and it's the best job we could ever hope for.
And who needs health insurance?